Hello everybody and welcome to Autodrom Most. We're here for the NASCAR Grand Prix of the Czech Republic, round 6 of the 2021 NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. We've had changeable conditions so far all weekend, but the skies are looking a bit brighter now and the fans are certainly looking forward to some more NASCAR racing. Over the course of the weekend, we've already had one race, and what a race it was. It started in dry conditions under cloudy skies. There was a spin for Jacques Villeneuve at the very first corner as he rotated through 360 degrees. Giorgio Maggi also having to take to the gravel in avoidance. Loris Hazemans would pick up the lead of the race from his Hendricks Motorsport teammate, Vittorio Garelli, in the early stages, but the rain started to fall. Andre Norrie, with his wipers on, trying to work his way through and ahead of Garelli. There'd be contact between the pair of them at the chicane. Garelli pitched into a spin, Alan Day spinning in avoidance, and Andrea Norrie continuing on his merry way, who then made side-to-side contact with the race leader of Loris Hazemans. The conditions getting worse and worse and worse as the rain started to fall, with some cars coming into the pits to change from slicks onto wets. Romain Iniesta had picked up the lead of the race in his return to the championship. Jacques Villeneuve almost followed him into the gravel. Henry Tourmala did exactly the same. Everybody now with no choice but to pit from the slick tyre onto the wet as the conditions continued to deteriorate. But for Alan Day, with the number 88 Monster Energy Racing Chevrolet, Cal Racing had pitted him at the perfect time. He was on the wet tyres. He was now leading the race and was on course for his 26th career win in the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. Out of the final corner, under no pressure at all, Alan Day would go to victory lane for the second time this season, with Gianmarco Ercoli finishing in second place and Mark Goossens was third. Great celebrations in the pit lane, a real team effort to put Alan Day onto the top step of the podium. It's the same format as ever, 4 races over the course of the weekend, 2 for EuroNASCAR Pro, the pro drivers, and 2 for EuroNASCAR 2, which is for the young and the amateur drivers. The fans have certainly enjoyed the return of EuroNASCAR to the Czech Republic. Jacques Villeneuve back on the entry list for this weekend. And of course, the 2019 champion Loris Hazemans there as well. Twisty circuit, 21 corners for the drivers to master. Overtaking opportunities slim, but thankfully weather conditions more settled today. Now it's the fastest lap from yesterday's race that gives us the grid for today. So it's Vittorio Garelli, the reigning EuroNASCAR 2 champion, that will start from pole position. So let's hear from Vittorio Garelli.
Yeah, it feels good to start in the front. I did a very good lap time in the beginning. I was battling for P1 actually, but then I had a contact with number 90 and he basically ruined my race because I had to catch up, but then I did a good recovery to P4, so good points. The battle is still long, it's still on, and we have the speed, so I'm on for it, I'm ready for the race.
Well, let's see whether he can claim his first NASCAR victory in the top flight EuroNASCAR Pro. The cars are lined up on the grid. Vittorio Garelli will start from pole position. Sebastian Bleekemolen alongside Loris Hazemans and Romain Iniesta on row number 2. And Alan Day with Francesco Cini on row number 3. Buckle up for the final time this weekend. We're about to go green in EuroNASCAR Pro from Autodrom Most. 17 laps of racing. Get underway here in the Czech Republic. The cars fire their way up towards the first corner as we go on board with Gianmarco Ercoli. Onto the brakes, there's contact ahead, launched into the air is Francesco Cini. I think Jacques Villeneuve and Romain Iniesta might well have got tangled up in that as well, but I think everybody that got tangled up is possibly able to rejoin the race. Yeah, there goes Francesco Cini, rally crossing his way back onto the track, and all of that has played beautifully into the hands of Vittorio Garelli, but safety car is out, I'm afraid to say. We have lost a couple at the first corner. Single file restart this time. Vittorio Garelli leads Sebastian Bleekemolen, and then in third place it is going to be Martin Dubeck from Romain Iniesta. That's the top 4 as we now get the race back underway following the full course caution. Garelli leading the way at this stage, looking to try and secure his first victory in the top flight of EuroNASCAR. There is number 5, which is Jacques Villeneuve, putting Alan Day under pressure. For second place, Sebastian Bleekemolen has been stellar this weekend, I've got to say. Hugely impressed with the speed Sebastian's had all season, really. Didn't race with us last year because of the pandemic, but had a solid season in his debut season in 2019. But this season, with the technical support they're getting from Hendricks, both he and the car have come on beautifully well. And at the moment, you could argue it's a Hendricks 1-2-3 because it's Garelli from Bleekemolen, from Loris Hazemans, 3 Fords out front, and Loris Hazemans looking to try and unpick Sebastian Bleekemolen here as we go on board. Alan Day trying to hunt down Romain Iniesta, the 3 times champion, looking for the inside line. Is he going to be able to sneak the Cal Racing Chevrolet Chevy through and ahead. Not quite at the moment, but coming out of the final corner, a good drive off here should see Alan Day go through and ahead of the Frenchman. So the battle's continuing out on track. There goes Alan Day. It looks as though he's now got Jacques Villeneuve behind him. So Alan Day is looking to try and hang on to the place ahead of the 1997 F1 World Champion. But Villeneuve goes through, and Alan Day's car's slowing. Now, Alan Day has already had problems in race 2 at Valencia and race 2 at Brands Hatch. Snack brakes from Villeneuve ahead. But Alan Day's car, just the body language of it tells you that all is not going to plan, and he's slowed up there coming out of the corner. Alan Day is also going to have problems here in race 2 in the Czech Republic. So each time we've had a second race of the weekend, it's been a race to forget for the reigning champion. Alan Day limping the car back round into the pit lane, and that is not at all what he wants for his championship aspirations, which he got back on track yesterday with his 26th career win. Werrell still under pressure. Sebastian Bleekemolen at the wheel of the number 69 Ford is not going away at the moment, but the Italian looking to try and hang on to the position. Bleekemolen closes as much as he can, but it's still the 27-year-old Italian at the moment that's ahead of the Dutchman in second place. The 2019 champion Loris Hazeman sitting there in third, but remember, all of these cars are run out of the Hendrick stable. And there is the forlorn sight of Alan Day's car in the pit lane, bonnet up, smoke coming from underneath. Another retirement for the reigning champ. Werrell still leading. Sebastian Bleekemolen still doing a good job of keeping the 2019 champion and his fellow countryman Loris Hazeman at bay. Hazeman gets a better run though this time coming out of the final corner, but not enough to be able to sneak through and ahead of the number 69 Ford. Now, all of this is just helping Vittorio Werrell. If they squabble for second and third, it might just release him into a slightly extended lead, but for the moment they are close, but not close enough to be slowing each other up. Now, all of a sudden on this lap, it looks as though Sebastian Bleekemolen has dropped away a shade more from Vittorio Werrell. And yeah, Bleekemolen is now definitely coming under pressure for second place. All of a sudden, from attack for the lead, it's now defence to try and hang on to second place. As we go on board with Loris Hazeman, the 2019 champion, looking for second place here. Can he squeeze his way through? Nothing doing as they work their way through turns 14, 15 and 16, but on the run up towards the penultimate corner, he might have a run here on Sebastian Bleekemolen. Can he go through? You can hear the car almost bouncing off the rev limiter. Turns his way through, but not going to do it as yet. His best bet would be get a good run off this corner, the final corner, carry that momentum up the start-finish line and try and sneak through on the inside as you head in towards turn number 1. And that is exactly what Loris Hazeman is looking to do. We go on board, and the car that sits there in third looking for second. Brakes as late as he can, but he still can't quite unlock the door. But then Bleekemolen makes a small mistake heading in towards turn number 1. Through turn number 2, he needs to get cleanly off the corner, which he's just about done. But Loris Hazeman is pushing him along here, and there could well be a chink in the armour here for Sebastian Bleekemolen. We saw one small mistake there. Hazeman is as close as he's been so far. No overtaking there as they go into a yellow flag zone. But this could be another opportunity here for Loris Hazeman to try and sneak his way through. Is he close enough? Not quite as they head through the right-hander, but as they now head up towards turn number 15, there will be. He's almost got himself alongside, and he's got the inside line. Loris Hazeman surely goes through. Yep, turn number 15. Through goes Loris Hazeman up into second position. Sebastian Bleekemolen now dropping down into third place. Now, what can Loris Hazeman do about now? Trying to catch his teammate, Vittorio Werrell, who still continues to lead. Giorgio Maggi's coming under pressure. He's got the double former champion, the Frenchman Luca Lasserre, sitting behind. So it's the Swiss driver against the Frenchman. The two Fords busy squabbling away. The newly liveried number 18 car for this weekend. For the moment, hanging on to fifth position. Luca Lasserre would be desperate to try and move his way up through the order if he can, and he's almost pushing Giorgio Maggi is Luca Lasserre. Luca is in sixth place. Sixth is his best result of the season so far, so if he can get himself through and ahead of the 18, that would then give him his best result of the 2021 season. And the 2009-2010 champion is working hard to try and make that happen. Giorgio Maggi, on the other hand, a former runner-up in EuroNASCAR 2, is going to want to hang on to the spot. Maggi, a little bit of a wiggle midway through the corner. Luca Lasserre gets a better run coming out of it. They run side by side through the flat-out left-hand kink, and Luca Lasserre's got the job done. So up into fourth position for Luca Lasserre. And he will look to try and now pull away from the car he's just taken the place away from. through the hairpin at turn number 10. The speeds build again on the way out of the corner, whilst this man here, Vittorio Garelli, is comfortably in the lead of the race. He's not getting caught as yet by Loris Hazemans, and time and opportunities are running out for that number 7 Ford if he wants to go towards victory lane. But Loris Hazemans will be conscious of the championship scoring. He will want to make sure that he leaves this circuit still in the lead of the championship, and that is surely what he's going to do now, because Vittorio Garelli is far enough up the road so as to be able to hang on to it and claim his first victory of his EuroNASCAR Pro career. So Vittorio Garelli claims the win from Loris Hazemans in second place, who retains the championship lead, and Sebastian Bleekie-Molen finishes in third. Jack Villeneuve did catch Luca Lasser towards the end of the race, so Villeneuve finishes in fourth, Luca Lasser in fifth place. So for the first time in his career, it is a win for Vittorio Garelli in the top flight of EuroNASCAR. He will be delighted with that. Let's hear from our race winner, Vittorio Garelli.
Fantastic win. I mean, I pushed every lap, tried to keep focused. At lap 2, actually, I had a B in my helmet, so I locked up, and Bleekie-Molen was fast, but then I got a good rhythm and took a good gap. In the end, I controlled, and what can I say? Good job, Team Hendricks. They gave me a very good car. The championship, the battle is still long, so we keep believing and keep pushing.
Yeah, as Vittorio Garelli said, there's a long, long way to go in the championship. He claims the win in the junior trophy for those aged under 25. It was number 18, Giorgio Maggi, that came out on top. And in the challenger trophy for amateur drivers in the top flight, it was Henry Tuomala that claimed the win. Well, that's all from Autodrom Most, but join us for the NASCAR Grand Prix of Croatia at Autodrom Grodnik. Until then, goodbye.